My name is Hazel Mason Nicholson. I was born April the 3rd, 1931, at General Hospital Number 2. My oldest brother was Calvin Arthel Mason. He was born in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. Then I had two brothers, twins, Lloyd and Floyd Mason. And after that there was Eddie Mason and Charles Mason. And then I came along. Eddie Arthel and Lloyd and the twins were born in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. And Eddie and Charles and myself were born in Kansas City, Missouri. My parents moved to Kansas City in about 1926. They lived at 19th and Woodland, I believe it was. And my father was a farmer, and they heard about the land for sale in the Dunbar area, and they got a home, was in the process of purchasing a home at 41st and Topping. And at that time, there was room for them to have a small farm, cows and horses, and a horse, and raise chickens. And times were so hard at this time that they lost the area, lost the home, and they moved to 36th and Topping. And we stayed at 36th and Topping and later moved to 5620 East 36th Terrace. That's the place that I remember. I don't remember the other homes that we may have lived in. And when we were growing up, we didn't have all of the videos and whatever, not that the kids have today. We spent our time playing outdoors, and we played hopscotch and jacks and paper dolls and whatnot. But since I didn't have any sisters when I was first, my sisters, my brother after the twins, I was born 1931. Then I had a brother, William Lawrence Mason, and he was born in 1937, I think it was. And anyway, then I had another sister, Dorothy Mason Davis, and my baby sister, Gloria Jean Mason Barton. All of them are deceased now except for my sister Dorothy and Lawrence and myself. There's three of us left. And as I said, when we were children growing up, we had mud pies and paper dolls, jacks, jumping rope, and we had a big front yard, and my brother used to play with Lawrence quite a bit because my sisters were quite a bit younger than I, and we'd sit out in the yard and make racetracks and play with the cars. We played hopscotch and paper dolls, and it was so interesting when I think about my childhood. I don't ever remember going hungry, although I'm sure it was in the middle of the Depression, and I never remember going home and doing without food. We were fortunate. We had three pear trees in the front yard. There was enough land, about 5 or 6 houses, enough to...
This is brought to you by Kansas City Business Association, working to improve our community.